Well, gamer is basically it's set in the future, and the most popular shows on TV and online are two games called Society and Slayers. And basically, in the future, you are allowed to control real people in these video games. And Society is kind of like your, The Sims avatar type game where you can be anybody you want to be, and you're in this nice little play world. And Slayers, however, is a first-person shooter where you are allowed to kill and maim and dismember and do whatever you need to do. Slayers, however, is all the guys are on death row. And Gerard Butler is the most popular player on Earth. He's the most popular Slayer. And I play a guy who killed a whole bunch of people so that I can get into the game. Because it's kind of like a violent American Idol. I mean, the fame, the success that comes with it, it becomes a very addictive deal. And if you win all the games, you earn your freedom. That's it in a nutshell in regard to what goes on, but it really answers a lot of questions as to what if you could control real people in these games. Well, I'm a big technological guy. I mean, I'm a techie. I like to get the latest whatever. I get my updates and my iPhones and my whatever, and these guys were to be working with the red camera and, just trying new things. I mean, it was like a team. Every day we get together and kind of like decide, dude, we're going to change the game today. You know what I mean? We're going to do something no one's ever seen. Everybody's done that. Let's try it this way. And to see Mark and Brian running around, and Mark's on roller skates getting towed by trucks while, the cars are running around and bullets are flying over his head and bombs are going off and we're running through all this stuff. It was amazing, and you felt like we were making history, and then to automatically see the playback right there on time. You don't have to wait, and it was right there, crystal clear. It was really like, man, we are changing everything. I'd never seen anything like this before, and it was an honor. Downtown Albuquerque was where we shot this thing, and it was bizarre because you felt this kind of hopelessness. I mean, the game that I was in was basically Slayers. And, I was never a part of the other, I kind of infiltrated that other world at certain times, but there was a real hopelessness that really came through. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, you were sitting there next to an actor and all of a sudden, you see him get shot, and you see his head fly off, and because that's what Mark and Brian made happen. It was kind of wild, but it really didn't take a lot of method to get into. And it was a very dark place, and you realize, because being from the NFL, it's funny that there becomes a thing where you have to throw throw all caution to the wind and go reckless, and you have to run through people. You know what I'm saying? To survive. Because if you don't, it's going to be you. And, everybody wants to be like, oh, it's a great thing and everything will be good and be safe and all that. But at the same time, the hits that make the highlight reel are the ones that are the most dangerous. And you see that even in this game. And the way they created this on the set, you really had to go all out. And there were times where it got really heated. I mean, Gerard and I were fighting. You can fake fight, but it ain't no such thing. You had to go for it. And there were times I got hit in the face, for real. It just happened. And you'll see that we were set in some really dangerous spots, but it was worth it. The way I looked at my character, too, Hackman, was one of those things where, he's not a bad guy. These are the rules of the world that he's in. And he's playing by the rules, you know what I mean? And really, what rules are there in war? You know what I mean? Sometimes you look at, they're like, you're not allowed to torture and all that stuff. But man, in war, in this kind of thing, you do your thing. You do whatever it takes to win. And this movie addresses a lot of that kind of thing. You know what I mean? What are you willing to do? What do you have to do? Even on a society level, as opposed to the Slayers level. It's kind of wild. The games take a lot of time, so I don't have a lot of that. I play Wii bowling with my kids, so I'm a gamer, you know what I mean? But it's the Wii, it's the simple stuff, it's the real cute stuff that I can get in and out of. Oh, I did all my own stunts, which was a great, great thing. And it pushed me to a lot of, I was on the set thinking, you know, my 7 years in the NFL was for these moments right here. You know what I mean? And it was great. It was great. I feel like a better person when I got done with it. You know what I mean? It's not like, I went hang gliding in Rio de Janeiro one time, and I was like, after you're done, you're changed. You know, once you face that fear, you're done. And that was kind of like what this movie was, because you always wondered, if I leap off of here and I run into this, am I gonna survive, you know? And it's a constant challenge. You're not going to push the envelope without those type of challenges. And I was happy that Mark and Brian did it. And I also knew they had my back. And I never felt like they were trying to put me in something that was unsafe. You know what I'm saying? And there was always precautions taken. My avatar would look like me, be like me. I don't think I really had a thirst to hide like that. You know what I'm saying? I think avatars are all about hiding and that kind of thing. And being an actor is all about putting yourself out there. So it's kind of difficult. I'd probably be my own avatar. It's just being honest. I'd be me. That's the deal.